Hey everyone, in this video I'll tell you how to build front-end quickly using CodeParrot. So first thing, I've already installed CodeParrot plugin in my Visual Studio Code VS Code. You can do the same by going to the marketplace, searching for CodeParrot, clicking the install button over here. Once you install, it will ask you to log in using your Figma account. Just click on this, log in through your Figma, and once you have logged in, you'll be able to see a screen like this. Open VS Code, and it will take you back to your VS Code. You'll be able to see the panel on the left. This will show you your past sessions, how you can manage your subscription, quick links to all the resources if needed. And on the right side is where all the UI generation will happen. Now, in this video, we'll recreate this dashboard using CodeParrot. So first thing, let's get started with this site menu. What you need to do is copy paste the link to this selection. Let me do that. Select it over, paste it over here. You'll be able to see the preview. And once you'll need to do the setting of how you want your code. So I want React, I want inline CSS, I want JavaScript. I also want to specify things like don't use libraries unless specified to ensure that CodeParrot doesn't introduce new libraries. Save and submit. Now it will start generating the code. So first thing that you would want to see is that a human would also probably write the code in similar way. Container, logo section, logo, title, menu item, all of that. The second thing is that this notification, it shows you that all the assets required, like SVGs, are getting auto downloaded. So you don't have to download them one by one. And it will place them in the assets folder in your root directory. Okay. And as you can see, it's also using them appropriately. So let's copy this now. I have an empty project. What I'll do is I'll create a new component, sidebar.js. I'll paste the code. Okay. And I'll make sure, since the path is being used like this, I'll make sure that the public folder also has those assets. If not, just move them or copy paste them. Now I'll import this component in my app. And let's see. Okay, this is giving me an error. Sorry, yes, it's components. Right. So pretty cool for the first iteration. Now, why is it looking similar, not same? Let me tell you. Firstly, this is designed for 1920 screen size, right? And my laptop is of a different screen size. So the width it has taken is the same from over here. So that's why it's looking elongated. The second thing is that as a developer, you often need to take these calls, how these elements are structured. Do they need to be central aligned? Do they need to be, let's say, 20 pixel from the left, etc.? That is something that you have to decide and then let CodeParrot know. So let's see the code once. What has it done? Container, logo section. It has taken a padding of 30. Okay. So the padding on this side is 0. Now either I can fix it myself, looks nicer, or I can even ask CodeParrot to make those changes for me. Like, let's say I want the padding to be a different number. Let's say padding for menu items should be 30 pixel, and I can specify as many things. I can also specify that that the distance between the icon and the text should be, let's say, 40 pixels, and enter. Now what CodeParrot will do is modify this code and get you the updated code. So let's see what it has done now. Okay. So first let's look at the menu item. This is probably something that it should have changed. Menu item and menu text. Menu icon and menu text. I think that's what it has done. It has increased the margin right so that the distance is ensured. And now you can again copy paste this code and paste it to your thing. Now let's move on to the next component, which is the top bar. Again, we'll do the same thing, copy, link to selection. Now, whenever you're creating a new component, close this session and create a new session. Paste it, wait for the preview, click on submit. And it has started giving me the same output. Okay. Image, it is also downloading these images. So now I'll copy this thing, paste it in a, say I call it topbar.js. Paste it. So default. Let's look at the code once. Yeah, as you can see, it has downloaded all the assets, but the path is something that you should correct. So this is the path that I want. And I think I'm done. Oh, there's one more. Okay. Now the same thing, import it in your main file. Now what we want is, this is a flex with a row direction. Let's see the output. Okay, now few things it got right, few things we need to fix. So why is it like this? First thing, let's remove this. Oops. And if I'm not wrong, this is align items. Let's start. This should fix it. Correct. So this is now at the top. The second thing is, you can notice there's a gap over here. Let's try to figure out what the issue is. Padding, styles container. Let me inspect element and figure it out. This width is there. This width is, now I can do one thing. I can make it 100%, and then it should work out fine. I'll also remove the padding. Oops, sorry, I'll not remove the padding. Items. Right. Now we need to decide how we want to proceed with this. So what I would want is that the search item which is there, it should have flex grow as 1. So what CodeParrot has done again is taken the widths from over here, And now we need to decide whether we want the dashboard item to grow or we want the search item to grow with the space. So let's fix that part. Where is this is my dashboard, this is my magnifier for search bar. Okay, so styles for search bar. Let's say flex 1, or is it flex grow? I think it's flex grow. Let's do that. See, yes. Now the result, now this looks much better. Now I'll show you one more and then we'll cut it off. So let's say now I want to create this particular chart. So what I'll do is, again, I'll close this session. I'll create a new one. Now I need to specify that for charts, I need to use D3 library. Let's save. Again, the same thing. And submit. That's the first thing is installing D3. I already have D3 installed, so I don't need to do that. Line start, it has created all the months, all the data points as well, dummy data points. It has also calculated width, height, all those things. Now I'll copy this. I'm waiting for the downloads to complete. Sometimes Figma APIs can be a bit slow, so downloads might take time. Now what you can see over here is that the width is 591 and 348. This is coming from the Figma properties, but this is not a great way, right? So what we want to do is make it responsive. So let's say width and width should be responsive. It should take 40% of parent width. 40% because what I see is that this is roughly 1:5:1 ratio. So this should be 60%, this should be 40%. Okay. And make charts width responsive. Now let's see what it has done. I think the interesting part would be right around over here. How is it getting that right? Okay. So first thing you'll notice, it has created this state to figure out the parent width. Now this will make it responsive. It has created a reference for the chart, and it has also added a listener, which is nice, interesting. And the good part is it has also removed it, which a lot of developers, myself included, forget. So let's see, copy the file, set a chart, yes. Can I see any error? Again, I'll do the same thing, port it. I'll create a div for this. Okay, let's see. That doesn't look right. So let's figure out what's the issue. Looking at this code, it has, let me see, I have a suspicion. Now, what you need to say is basically tell CodeParrot the error, not getting the chart, getting just text. Yeah, how the component is being rendered. Okay, so now it has told me the reason. Probably created in there. Okay. All right. Now we have something. Okay. Now the width and the height we still need to fix, and we'll follow the same process to do that, right? But before that, I'll show you one more thing. It's a feature, and we'll use that to fix it. So I'll click on Edit File using CodeParrot. Now CodeParrot will have both this file and as well as all its imported components as context. So now what I want to do is fix this layout. Okay, so now let's see. So I want to say top bar should take all remaining width apart from sidebar. Second thing I want to do is that the visitor insights card is much bigger than the chart. Okay, that's much bigger than the chart. Fix this. Also add 20 pixel left margin to the card. So let's see what it has done. Okay, so first thing it's saying is this style should be there. Okay, flex direction column. Okay, let's do this, and it's adding one more div with 20 pixel padding, which again makes sense to me. Let's see this. So it has gotten this part right. It is taking the width and there's a 20 pixel padding. Let's see if it has gotten the second part right. Sidebar.js, it has also improved that. Topbar.js, it has also improved that. The thing I'm interested in is visitor chart. Has it fixed that? Let's see. It has. Nice. So this will give you a good overview of how to use CodeParrot. Remember, it's an AI tool. It's not magic. You still need to tune it. You still need to understand how HTML, CSS, React, all those things work. But I've been able to create this dashboard in less than 10-15 minutes, which otherwise would take me a long, long time. So this is both the power as well as the limitation of CodeParrot. Hope you enjoy the product, and please reach out to us for any issues and feature requests. Thank you.